Hey guys, Marissa, KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I've got this I can't thank you enough card. We're gonna make this one today. This is card number 1 in paper and ink card class. This is card number 2. This is card number 3. And this is card number 4. I'll link all the cards together. If you want to be a part of the Kitchen Table Stamper paper and ink card class, if you're a Chicago area adult crafter, you're welcome to join us. All right, you guys, let's get started with I can't thank you enough. I've got my kit here. I've got my card base. It's garden green. It's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Then I've got some designer series paper here. This is 4 by 3, and I've got a basic black panel to mat that. So it's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. I've got a stitched rectangle. It's cut here already from my stitched rectangle dies. This one is for the inside of the card, and this is the C size one, so the third largest, 4 3/8 by 3. I've got a scrap of Whisper White to do my die cutting and stamping. I got a scrap of Poppy Parade to do my stamping and punching for my flower. Scrap of Pear Pizzazz to do my leaves. I've got a scrap of basic black for my flower center, and I've got some of this awesome classic weave texture Poppy Parade ribbon. And this one is about 4 inches cut on an angle. All right, so those are our supplies. Let's start right away and adhere some of these layers together. I love to take care of some of the layers and get them adhered together so that I have less to shuffle around. I'm going to take my designer series paper and use Snell adhesive and adhere to the basic black mat. And then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm going to adhere the mat to the front of the card. And we're going to put this centered. All right, dimensionals are all sticky, and we're going to get that guy stuck down. Now inside the card, we're going to add our stitched rectangle. Let's make sure I'm putting the adhesive on the back side, and that'll go right inside the card. All right, now let's do some stamping. I've got Poppy Parade stamping pad and my flower image. This is the medium size flower image from the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set. So it's this medium sized one here. And this is a celebration item. It's free with a $50 purchase. I'm gonna go ahead and punch out that flower with the Small Blooms punch. And this little guy is also a celebration item. It's free with a $100 purchase. All right, before I take the Stampin' Pierce mat away, I want to show you what I'm going to do with this flower. I've got my Stampin' Pierce mat and my flower. Take your pick tool, the putty side with the cap on. I'm just going to press down, and there's my flower. Now it's got a little cupped shape. Add some life to it. I've brought in my Big Shot and the scrap of Whisper White cardstock. Now, from the So Sentimental Bundle, I'm going to use these Stitched So Sweetly dies, and we're going to cut this cool big label from Whisper White cardstock. There it is. There's our stitched label. Let's do some more stamping. I've got garden green here and my card project. And on this inside layer, we're going to stamp this greeting, always amazed but never surprised by your thoughtfulness. So pretty. I love that greeting. That greeting is also from the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set. Now we're going to stamp Can't Thank You Enough from So Sentimental in garden green on our sweet little label here. So pretty. All right, let's clear these away. Okay, time for a quick little bit of punching. I've got a little 1/4 inch hole punch here. It's like your standard size office punch. I've got my leaf punch and my scrap of pear pizzazz. Let's punch ourselves a leaf. Got a little bit of tear and tape adhesive here, and I'm just gonna put maybe 1.5 inches or so on my ribbon. And then I'm going to peel, make it sticky, and I'm gonna center that on the back of this Can't Thank You Enough greeting. Then we can take our snail adhesive, or you can do multi-purpose liquid glue at this point, whichever you like. And we're gonna adhere the label to the card front. I've got my multi-purpose liquid glue. I'm gonna put just a little bit on the back of the leaf, and I'm going to tuck that right up underneath this label and burnish everything down nice and tight. Got a little multi-purpose liquid glue on the back of our flower. We'll adhere that right off the side of the label. Be sure not to cover up your sentiment. And then there's our little hole punch for the flower center. Let's add a little multi-purpose liquid glue to that one. Pick that up with the take your pick tool, and we'll drop it right in the center of our flower here. Finishing detail, so sweet. I can't thank you enough. All right, if you've got any questions about the card, about paper and ink cards, about classes in the Chicago area, you can email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching.